Okay, so what we have here is a recipe called, I think some people call them easy pork chops or simple pork chops. Very easy to make, just takes a couple of minutes, not hard at all. Not a lot of ingredients required. Only takes about 30, maybe 35 minutes to cook, depending on the thickness of the pork chops you get. And all you need besides this is just a side. So, I mean, if you want to make some pasta or a thing of 90-second rice or something like that, what I'm doing with it today is some of this frozen Costco broccoli. If you haven't tried this out, check this stuff out. I think it's like $5 for a bag. You get like 4 or 5 bags like this, so I mean more than enough for 2 people. This stuff winds up coming out better than fresh broccoli. This stuff, you know, it doesn't get soggy, it doesn't get mushy, it kind of maintains some crispness while also just being very tasty and very fresh. So highly recommend this as a side to anything. You know, I keep these in the freezer, and it's always a pretty easy side. You can do it in the microwave. I do it on the oven. Just boil some water, you know, turn the heat down once it starts boiling, throw these in, maybe leave them in for 3 to 5 minutes. I still like them kind of crisp, and you're good to go with a side. But back to the pork chops, the main dish here. What I got was some pork chops from Aldi, actually. Aldi's got my favorite pork chops there. We're looking in the trash here. Boneless loin, center cut pork chops, $4.65. For all these. These ones were pretty small, not very wide. Normally I like to get the ones that are about that wide, but all these pork chops are awesome. So if you haven't shopped at Aldi, definitely check Aldi out. They got great deals on pork loins and stuff. A couple different types of, these are center cut, but you can get like a variety pack with the bones in. Really, really good pork at really great prices at Aldi. But getting back to this recipe, I don't really do anything by measurements, but, you know, cut off maybe that much butter, let it sit, you know, like a cube of about that much off a stick of butter. Let it sit and soften in a bowl. Then you're going to add probably, I don't know, like we'll say like a tablespoon of mayonnaise in there. Kind of stir it around, mix it together. The recipes online say put the mayonnaise on first and then spread the butter, but it's hard spreading something over something that's already spread without wiping the first thing off. So I like to mix them and basically just put not super thick, but put a nice healthy slather of the mayonnaise and butter over the top of the pork chop. Now I know this probably sounds kind of gross, like mayonnaise and butter on a pork chop with cheese on top, but man, once you eat it, it's tasty. And cheese kind of crispens around the edges and stuff. It's really, really good. But basically, you're going to spread this mayonnaise mixture over all of them. Don't go too heavy with it. You know, maybe try the first time, try it kind of easy on it. And then, you know, next time you make it, if you want a little bit more, add a little bit more. But you don't want to go overboard because mayonnaise is kind of strong, especially when it's cooked. Then you're going to season the top, season over the top of them. I like to do like seasoning salt and a little bit of adobo. Maybe seasoning salt, maybe regular salt, seasoning salt, and some pepper. You could do celery. You could, season it with whatever you like. If you like adobo, use adobo. If you're just more of a simple salt and pepper, use salt and pepper. Some seasoning salt's good. Whatever you want to season it with. Don't go too heavy with it, but put a fair amount of seasoning on. And then lastly, I think the recipe calls for a half cup of cheese on top of each one. I just kind of eyeball it. Believe that most of the recipes online call for cheddar. I'm doing kind of a I don't know if it's a Monterey Jack or a mixed Mexican cheese or something like that. But, put a healthy amount of cheese on top. The cheese is going to kind of melt over the sides and in between the pork chop. If I had bigger pork chops, it may take up the whole thing. Here, it's going to kind of fry to the bottom. You're going to get some kind of crispy cheese along with each slice, which is actually pretty good. But when this comes out, I'll try to make another video showing you guys the finished product. I may have made a video about this before, but really tasty recipe, really easy. I mean, ingredients is basically pork chops, mayonnaise and butter, which you probably have around the house anyways. Some type of seasoning, whether it's salt, pepper, seasoning salt, and you're good to go. Then you just need a side, which, like I said, could be pasta, instant rice, in my case, broccoli, and you're good to go. You got a meal that, if you subtract the cooking time out of it, it probably took me 5 to 7 minutes to prepare this, if that, and it's because I was kind of lollygagging around while I was doing it. But really easy meal to make. Not super healthy, slathered with butter and mayonnaise, but it's not terribly unhealthy for you. Better than fast food or something like that. And you get a healthy side to fill yourself up on some veggies or a salad before, so that you're not eating all pork chops. Maybe have a pork chop or two and, call it a night and get a pretty good dinner there. So if you guys have any questions about the recipe, feel free to leave a comment below. I respond to all my comments. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Check back for more videos. I'm going to be getting into some more food and recipe videos in the near future. And check back for more videos. I'll talk to you later.